Way back when Quebec held its referendum on separation from Canada, a vote, by the way, that was too close to call and was just narrowly defeated, Canada breathed a collective sigh of relief. And for some reason that I cannot remember, my commentaries at that time centered not on Quebec, but on Alberta. I said if the country was ever to break up, it would more likely be Alberta that would make the first cut. And that observation is more true today than ever. Alberta's Premier, Danielle Smith, an ultra right winger who gives conservatism a bad name, is moving her chess pieces around the board in an effort to facilitate a separation vote. What's the problem in Alberta? Is it too much money, too much free time, too much comfort? Or is it something as simple as plain bitterness because they can't see an ocean? Either way, Smith and a handful of bullies and other yahoos want it their way or the highway. Their exit plan actually considers joining the United States. If it weren't for the negative impact on the majority of Canada-loving Albertans, I might say, let them go. It might be a marriage made in heaven. Think about it. Donald Trump and Danielle Smith's United Conservative Party. But who can save the day? It won't be the Conservative Party of Canada. It has its roots in sharing some of Smith's misguided views. It won't be Mark Carney, that despite his soft spoken negotiating style, because the bombastic Smith turns inside out at the mere mention of a liberal. But help is on the way. It's being led by the indigenous people of Alberta, the people who actually own the land that Smith wants to divide. In a letter to Danielle Smith, Alberta's First Nations remind her, and in no uncertain terms, they say Alberta did not exist when our ancestors agreed to share the land with the Crown. They make it clear that efforts to stir separation thoughts would breach three clauses in the existing treaties, referring to Smith and her followers as, and I quote, a fanatical cell of individuals. They remind us that the province has no authority to supersede or interfere with those treaties. The letter, signed by two Alberta chiefs, closes with an alternative for Premier Smith. They suggest that if you or any Canadians are not happy living on treaty lands, then you're free to apply for citizenship elsewhere. And this is not politics. This is the simple fact that we may currently manage the land, but we do not own it. At least, that's my view. I'm Bill Martin.